Hey guys, it's Amanda and I'm with Eric today.
Hey, so today we'll be talking about HugS. He's ranked number 20th on the Super Smash Bros. Melee ranked ladder for 2015, and most people know him for his Samus play amongst other Smash players. He's actually formerly an accountant who didn't like his job, so he quit to become a full-time player and streamer. Now he's currently signed into the Dream Team and resides in SoCal, and we have the pleasure to talk to him today. So let's get started with this interview.
I dreamt.
So how are you doing?
Doing well, having a good time.
Awesome. We're going to start with some regular questions first, followed with some fun ones, and some of them are from the local community as well. So
Okay.
you can start it off.
So it's just like a few questions people want to know. What is your biggest takeaway from Big House 6, and who stood out most to you?
My biggest takeaway point from Big House 6 was that my bracket sucked, and I know I could have run deeper if I had a more ideal bracket, but it's all good. I'll show it next time. And then who impressed me the most at the tournament? Probably Wizrobe, actually. He made a really big run, and I got to play him in losers. And I'd never played him before, so actually getting to play him... Well, I played him once before, but those were other circumstances. But here, I got to see actually how good he was, and he really impressed me.
So while we're on the topic of tournaments, what type of mindset do you have going into a tournament like this?
It depends, honestly. I think your tournament mindset depends a lot on your mindset in life at the moment, right? So if you're really happy and everything's going great, then you might be going in feeling yourself a little too hard. So then you gotta do something to adjust for that. And if things are not going well, then you gotta put yourself in a more positive light. So it depends on how it's going. For Big House, I mean, I saw myself progressing skill-wise, so my mindset going into Big House was don't feel yourself too much, and you just gotta don't worry about proving anything. Just play, see how it goes. So.
Do you have any tips on how not to get tilted during a close set?
Yes. I actually was recently trying to think about this exact thing because it happens to me a lot. Pretty much, you gotta figure out like your tilt triggers, right? The things that make you tilt. You gotta acknowledge those before you go into the match and be prepared for those to happen. For example, I played a guy named Gatsu out of Florida who likes to camp the top platform, and that pissed me off the first time I played him. So this time when I played him, I told myself to expect that, let it happen, don't get mad about it, and that's exactly what I did. So as long as you could identify what makes you mad, that's how you could control your tilt before it ever begins.
Really good advice.
So most people know you for playing singles, but who would you be the most best doubles partner for you in terms of having fun? Not necessarily winning, but just for a fun experience.
For a fun experience, it'd probably be Pew Pew U, SFAT, Ice, Armada, people who actually understand teams very well and could teach me to be better at it. I don't care about playing with someone really good just for the sake of them being good. I want to learn, so to see it from their perspective is actually a lot of fun for me.
All right, so final serious question here.
Okay.
So where do you see Melee heading in the future, and do you think there needs to be like a governing body overseeing the tournament structure, or is it okay the way it is right now, kind of the grassroots, anyone can run a tournament, can host a tournament type of setting?
I think it's important to preserve that aspect of it, the grassroots aspect of it, but I believe that Melee has hit a ceiling, and it's a good ceiling, like we're still doing fine, but we've hit a ceiling without publisher support. So the next step to grow further than we have right now is going to have to be with Nintendo. So hopefully they step in soon and start helping us out. But right now we're at a ceiling, a great ceiling, and I could see us lasting a lot of years the way we are now. But to break past that, we need more help.
Do you think Smash GG would be a good company that would step up to the plate?
Oh, they're already helping us out a lot, but what companies like Twitch and Smash GG can do for us is they could take us closer to that ceiling, right? But there's no way we're breaking past that without Nintendo.
So some more non-serious questions now.
Okay.
Somebody really wanted to know what type of hair products you used.
Oh, okay. I wish I had it on me right now, but I use Layrite, which actually I should talk to them about sponsoring my stream or something, because I've gotten this question a couple of times. I use Layrite. It's like a pomade that dissolves with water very easily, so and it's got a medium shine, so it's like perfect for what I want.
Wow.
Layrite's the one. Use it, folks. It's good.
He knows his hair products.
Yeah.
Also, what is your favorite beer, and have you considered coming to a Vancouver tournament?
Okay, my favorite beer is, well, first of all, where'd you guys ask these questions? I didn't.
Oh, we just asked like people from like
Yeah.
we went to tournaments. We like asked. People,
Oh,
like,
you're in
like,
Vancouver. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And like, people say we have some like good local breweries here, so it's like
Yeah.
he might be interested in like coming and like trying some like
Oh,
BC brews.
yeah, absolutely. I'll start with the second question. I would love to go to Vancouver. It's actually, so I have a list in my head of cities that I need to visit. There's the list of the U.S. cities. There's only one left, and then outside of the U.S., Vancouver's definitely near the top, along with Tokyo, Toronto, which I handled like a little ago. So, Vancouver is definitely a goal for me. They just need to throw the right tournament, and I'll be there. Beer, probably right now, it's a peach saison from Logs Inn Farmhouse Ales out of Oregon that only comes out once a year in peach season, and for 2 weeks of the year, and it's super hard to get.
Wow.
If you all know Lucky, the Smash Brothers player, he used to work at a liquor store, a really quality craft beer liquor store, and they got that beer and he couldn't even get it. Like, he had to wake up and wait in line at 7 a.m. like everyone else for the release, and they still couldn't give him one. So it's very hard to get. The times that I get it, I really enjoy it. Costs like $30 a bottle. Amazing.
Oh wow. I would want to try that though, because I'm not really a beer person, but I love like fruity like type of beer.
I have never found anyone who's disliked it. Even if they're not a beer person, this is a beer that I could probably sell to anybody.
Good,
Good.
good.
There has to be something wrong if they don't like it.
because I've tried like a raspberry beer here and it was amazing.
And it was fine, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
the
loved
peach
it.
one would be perfect. Yeah, it'd get.
Okay, so based on your experience so far, what esports team would you join outside of Melee that you would like to play on?
Oh, if I wanted to play on an esports team outside of Melee, I would want to play on probably C9's Counter-Strike team. Because I also like Counter-Strike. It probably started my esports career with like 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. And I've always liked Cloud9, especially one of my good friends, Mango's on it. I would also mess around with EG because they existed back when I was playing Counter-Strike, and I liked watching them. Those would probably be the two picks. Yeah.
All right, so all Smash players have some really standout tournament experiences, whether they be like really weird, whether it got really salty, or something really like funny happened to them. So what would you say is your most memorable LAN experience to date?
My most memorable experience at a tournament is probably, I don't want to call it the most memorable yet because I'd have to list them all to really figure it out, but a memorable one was definitely when I beat Leffen at Press Start, where after I beat him, I didn't even want to pop off, but then the crowd getting hype, I slowly just, yeah, and I just started like popping off. And like one of the light fixtures like fell down because I had slammed the table so hard.
Oh, no.
And like it was just all dramatic. And then like he throws his controller somewhere outside. It was just a big event. And it's funny because I did a contrast between like NorCal players and SoCal players where when SFAT had beaten Leffen, NorCal's like all over him. They're giving him hugs. They're like, "Oh, great job, man." When I beat Leffen, S2J comes up to me and says, "I'm not impressed." Right? That's the difference between SoCal and NorCal. So all that whole experience was really funny and memorable.
Okay, so I know that the Smash community doesn't have that many females, or like, actually there's a really, really small handful. So if you had to make an ad to attract more females to play Smash, how would you do it?
Well, I probably wouldn't be the one to do it. I'd leave that up to the girls of the community who have been doing a really good job with Smash Sisters. If you guys have heard, it's like they organize an event at a lot of other large events where girls can get together and play in these crew battles, either competitively or casually, whatever they're more comfortable with. And they're slowly integrating a lot more women into the community because of their efforts. So
Yeah.
I would let them handle the ad. I mean, if they want to use me to just give a thumbs up, I don't know, but I'll be a part of it. It's not my thing to run, you know?
Okay.
Okay, cool. So if you were stranded on a desert island, which two players would you bring with you and why?
Two players. Which two players would I bring with me if I was stranded on a desert island? Huh. Okay. So it would not be Mango. He's too chill. He's gonna act like everything's okay,
Just
and it's
sit back
not.
in a hammock with some coconut water and just like chill.
Yeah. You know who I'd bring? I'd bring in Tafo. And I'd bring in. I need like a hippie smasher, like someone who's like into nature and knows all this shit. Have to think about it. So Tafo's one. He's hella smart. And then let's bring in. No, I can't think of anyone else. Probably Juggle Guy or Tafo. I wouldn't want Blur because he just brag about how good he is and then he wouldn't do anything. Yeah, I'd probably I'd try to take the most organized people and diligent people I know, and that would be like Tafo and Juggle Guy.
Those are some like excellent choices.
Yeah.
If there was a Smash movie, which actor would be playing you?
Oh,
So you can
okay.
pick any actor
these are
you
great,
want.
great questions, by the way. I would say John Mayer. or well, if that would be okay. So I don't think I look like John Mayer, but people have told me that when I had longer hair. I don't believe it, but if I had to just choose someone just outright handsome that just doesn't look like me at all, I would pick like Ryan Gosling. I like that guy.
Of course.
But if I wanted to go with like acting chops, like who could really pull me off as a character, it would be Daniel Day-Lewis. I would love to see him just pretend to be me for like an entire, because you know how he gets into his character, right? So he's gonna comb his hair like me. He's gonna get triggered online. He's gonna drink beer. It's gonna be great.
If it were Ryan Gosling, though, you would definitely be in that ad to, get more females to
Oh
play.
yeah, no, absolutely, yeah, be all over that.
Alright, so if there was a Smash movie, who would you be? So Leffen's the villain, Scar's like the script writer, Mango considers himself the main character. What would
Okay.
your role be?
I would be the guy who's going for the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. I would be somewhere in there. You know what I'm saying? I would be Joseph Gordon-Levitt in The Dark Knight Rises, or some kind of character like that. You know what I'm saying? I would be that guy.
Okay.
Cool.
You can't put me in the background. I'm not gonna accept that.
Which fast food restaurant would you want to sponsor you?
In-N-Out.
In
Easily.
and Out?
The best.
Without a
The
doubt.
best in the business.
Of
In-N-Out.
course.
For sure.
Of course.
And they're like a family company, so they'd probably like really hook it up.
True.
Sick. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of moves in Smash. Some kind of broken, some kind of not so useful, but what would you like to have as a move in real life if you could pick one?
If I could pick one move to have in real life, probably a charge shot. That would be sick. I would love to have a charge
Yeah,
shot.
you could climb some buildings.
Yeah,
Have a
I mean,
proper
that's
answer.
kinda-
Yeah, would have been
Yeah.
like double shine for some people because they want people to stay away from
Can I just count the cannon, like everything the cannon does? I could have. All right, yeah. I'll take the Samus cannon. I'll take all of it.
Okay, so this is an OG question, but Armada once said his favorite food, if you could choose only one thing to eat for the rest of his life, would be tacos.
Tacos, yes.
Yeah, what would be your perfect food if you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life?
Perfect food if I could eat one thing for the rest of my life. I would say burgers. Because it sounds like a basic answer, but burgers could be really low-key, cheap, and easy to eat, no frills, or it could be elevated to some next level shit in case I want something fancy.
Right.
And if I'm tired of meat, I get rid of it and I get like grilled cheese out of it, right? So I would choose burgers.
And you get all your vegetables and your like,
Yeah, and you get everything. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, dairy, vegetables, grains, all that.
All right. So we have an activity for you, and I'm going to be sharing screen. So
Okay.
what this activity is, there's a total of 10 pictures, and for each picture you have to guess either if it's drawn by a toddler or if it's a master work piece type of thing.
of modern art.
Okay.
Yeah, modern art.
Okay.
So this is the first one. What do you think it is?
Master artist.
Master artist.
All right, is
That
your
would
final
be.
answer?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
It's drawn by a toddler.
Really?
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to pay this kid.
He
All
has
right.
good color choice.
This one I actually thought it was a modern art too, so
Yeah, look at that.
it's pretty good. So we're gonna go on to the next one.
Okay.
This one. What do you think? Modern or toddler?
I'm gonna say toddler because it looks like they're trying to draw a table on the right and a man in the middle.
Nice,
Nice,
nice.
not bad.
Okay, so it's actually modern art.
Oh, come on. What's wrong with these people?
I don't even know.
Okay.
We got these off
All
the
right.
there. So.
Yeah, so we did pull these off online,
Mhm.
but I don't think I got any of these right either. This one
I particularly
is
like
the
this
third one.
one.
This is
Looks-
my favorite one. But
All right, you guys are trying to trick me. Hold on. Telling me it's your favorite one. I'm gonna go with. You know, the form is a little too complex for a toddler, so I'm gonna go with master artist.
it's toddler.
It's a
Jesus
toddler.
Christ.
Darn it.
I
I
hate
know.
art.
I had this.
I hate art
modern
now.
art too because it looks so
Yeah.
perfect with the strokes.
This one I thought it was because I like to make soap, and this almost is just like a soap piece, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what I thought, but it wasn't.
I thought it was like an artist trying to represent like smell or something, or
Yeah.
femininity or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Or like some river, ocean type of thing.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
just a kid throwing his hand around a piece of paper. All right.
Yep. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one, number 4. So with the blue and the purples.
Oh, come on.
Got a
This
galaxy
has to
theme
be a master artist. Because it looks too good. It looks like it's trying to be a sky.
All right, that's your final answer.
Yes. Final answer.
It's toddler.
It's a toddler.
Oh my god.
I
What
know.
is this?
Kids are smart these days.
They are. You
All
just
right,
need
I'm
to
gonna go-
like think give it your gut feeling and then flip it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Basically.
gonna do from now on.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what you're gonna do from now on. So maybe you'll have like better score from now
Need a
on.
strategy
Have you guys ever
for
seen
them.
Seinfeld? Where George Costanza,
Yeah.
like, he just fails at everything in life, but then he just does the opposite of what he tries to do.
Yep.
And then everything works out for him in life. That's what I'm gonna do on the next one.
That's
what we're
That's
gonna
why
do.
his wife loves him because it works out at the end all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna apply that knowledge here. So we're gonna go on to number 5. It's gonna be this.
Okay. I immediately think toddler. Okay.
And that's it?
So I'm gonna go with master artist.
That's right.
All right.
Is it right? Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
this reminds me-
all right, you got the
This
This
meta.
looks like someone used condiments and tried to make condiment
Yes.
art. It was like some mustard and
Yeah.
ketchup.
Yep.
Mustard, ketchup, and then some like splats of paint because it looked too foodie. So
You can even see like a little hot dog shaped thing. In the
yeah,
bottom.
at the
Looks
bottom
like a
corner.
duck and like a cross. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah,
hope they're not
definitely
getting
art
paid.
piece. Okay, next one, number 6. What is
Okay.
this one?
I think master artist. So I'm going to go with toddler.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This one was actually modern art.
Oh really? Oh,
Yeah,
damn it.
close,
Okay.
very close. Okay, next one. We have 3 left, right? No, 4. Including this one will be 4.
This one's particularly well done.
This one is pretty well done. Number 7. Got splatters, got tons of colors.
Toddler. No, that's what I think. I'm gonna go with master artist.
You were right the first time. It's
God damn
toddler.
it.
This
you-
one's hard.
Kids are really creative with their
We should
color
use this
choice.
question some more. This
Oh
is
my
really,
god.
It's really fun to watch people fail.
What does that tell you about master artists who draw like this or who paint like this? I don't.
Exactly.
Their inner child
Can anyone
comes out.
explain to me the difference? I don't see it.
I don't know either.
I'm not sure.
To be honest.
He'll pay millions for these.
Yeah,
so-
this one I don't actually like. I thought
Yeah, the
it was-
difference is millions of dollars. That's the difference.
Yeah, I thought this was more of a like photography, but like smudge type of thing. Cause to me, the blue looks like Cinderella. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just really far away from the monitor. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one.
Okay.
There's this one, number 8.
If someone got paid for this shit, I'm gonna be so mad. It has to be a toddler. It has to be a toddler.
It is
yeah,
a
it's
toddler.
This
Okay,
is like finger
good, good.
painting right now.
Yay!
It's like some guy got his fingers in like paint and just like having fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this work. Okay. Even if it was my toddler, I would still tell him like, you need to work harder. You need.
I'm not
You need to
putting
draw
this on the
something better
fridge. Okay. Next one, number 9.
It looks like a scene from Dexter, but it's art.
True.
Looks like there's some crayon in there too.
Yeah, I don't. Just because it's watercolors, I don't think you should give a kid watercolors
That's
like
true.
a toddler. So I'm gonna go with
just
master
spilled some
artist.
water onto the painting.
Huh?
They could have spilled water onto this.
True. I'm gonna go with master artist.
Yay!
Yeah.
Third question.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, this is gonna be the last one. Are you ready?
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, number 10, coming right at you. Ta-da! Is it a
Okay,
what?
I see it. Oh.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second.
Take as long as you want.
Okay, so I think there's too many patterns going on for this to be a toddler. So wait, what counts as a toddler? Like 3 or less? Like 3 years old or less? Yeah, they're not smart enough to be like doing the same pattern over and over, right? They're just gonna throw a bunch of shit on the paper. So I'm going to say, as much as I hate to say it, this is a master artist drew this one, and that is my final answer.
Final answer.
Okay.
Let's do a little drum roll for the. Ready?
Hit me.
It is modern art. You're right.
Yep.
Yes.
Yay! That was our
Really,
last
where can I buy these pieces?
I
Very
have no
interesting.
idea.
Straight off the internet.
Straight off the internet for the low price of free.
Free. Sweet. That's what I like.
All right. Well, that was really fun, actually. I didn't
Yeah.
expect it to be so interesting.
Perfect. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So we have one last question, right?
Yeah, just one
Sure.
closing question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong seat. My bad. Okay, so what are your goals for the future and what can your fans expect from you in 2017?
So my goals for the future are, well, I kind of work in the moment for the most part, my whole life. So I don't have super long-term goals. I just know that I want to be constantly improving. So I want my stream to hit the next level and I want my gameplay to hit the next level. And that's my goal constantly. So I'm not going to say like, oh, it's going to happen this month. That's always what I'm working on.
Okay.
And I think it's definitely coming together recently. So I think people could expect a lot of stuff from me before the end of 2016 and for the remainder of 2017 for sure. In both ends, stream and play.
That's great. Yeah.
So do you have any final shout-outs or plugs you want to make to your fans, your sponsors?
Yeah, shout out to Dream Team for helping me get to all these events. Shout outs to all the fans for the constant support. Shout out to the sub pub, which is what I call my group of subs over on my stream at HugS86. If you want to find me anywhere, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, whatever, it's always Instagram, HugS86, all throughout. So
Cool.
thanks to all the supporters more than anything.
Yeah, we'll put it down in
Yeah,
the video
we'll
description
we'll
below.
link it below. Yeah. So
Cool.
now you guys
Yeah,
all know
sounds
where
good.
to find him. Yeah.
Yep.
Stop
All
the
right, thanks for
recording
talking
here.
to us today.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
Great.
Thank
See
you.
you later.
Cool. All
Bye.
right. See y'all. Bye.
I hope you guys like this video.
And we're always trying to bring you guys more cool esports content just like this.
So comment below if you to let us know who you want to see us interview next.
And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Akshon Esports.